segment format that we're going to be following from now on. So this came about the fact that some people have suggested that I be a little bit more segmented, So anyway, I take all the suggestions I can get, and this is the way it's going to go. Segment 2 it's going to be the journey, which we're going to be talking about travel issues and travel suggestions and all that type of stuff. Segment 3 is going to be the scene, and that's what's popular today, what's going on, what's hot, what's in, what people are, the buzz out there, and then we can expand if necessary. The table, food and wine news and information, and the open time, which is the last segment, going to be health and luxury and whatever else is new that is not related to the other three. So what do you think, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that this is a great rundown. I think we're going to have lots to talk about in the weeks to come.
Yeah, I need to make a little bit more of a organized situation because now I'm beginning to get word from sponsors which are interested in and I need to be a little bit more organized. So it's going to benefit everybody. Michael, are you ready to dazzle our listeners with your pasta dish?
As some listeners might know, we had a little pasta challenge. It was postponed 1 week, but I am ready to go. And I saw your photos last night, and hopefully I can just live up to the competition. Don't want to spoil things, but you made actually a stuffed pasta, which is no joke. But and the coming segments to come, I'm definitely looking forward to revealing my bachelor-style pasta that I made last night.
There you go. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like one of the things that I've actually been talking about is that I would love to make it more interactive with the audience, and maybe on the next challenge we can get some brave souls out there to participate. What do you think?
Yeah, that'd be definitely nice. So we have to definitely start to think what our next challenge is going to be. But stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned.
A couple of weeks, we'll let people know. We'll be right back.
Do you have Medicare and do you use a CPAP machine? This is a national healthcare alert regarding your CPAP supplies. Using a clean CPAP mask and clean supplies is important to staying healthy. The best way to make sure your CPAP equipment is clean is to get new supplies. If you have Medicare, we have great news. Medicare will pay for you to have new clean supplies every 90 days. We'll even do all the paperwork for you to make sure that there's little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. And you don't even have to leave your home. We provide free in-home delivery. So if you're a CPAP user and you have Medicare, staying healthy with new CPAP equipment is easy. Just make this free phone call right now to get started.
Sponsored by Specialty Medical. 800-846-2153. 800-846-2153. 800-846-2153. That's 800-846-2153.
We are back, and now we're going to be talking about the journey. I receive many emails throughout the week, throughout the month, regarding many different issues about travel. And one of them that I've been getting a lot of is the confusion about travel insurance and what it covers one person to know or how to use it. And then there's actually a funny question there too about this. But anyway, like any other insurance, it covers what you pay for. I mean, there's a wide range from just local help to full evacuation from a destination to bring the patient back to the U.S. But the best thing actually to do is make sure that you have your travel agent cover point to point to point to point and suggest the best one. Now, one of the things that I have to say is that many people are planning a vacation and they go for the Mystic, they go for the Rarefy. Machu Picchu is one very desirable destination, but one of the things that they really don't take into consideration is the height and the thin air, the need for oxygen, the need for many treatments before you go, and they don't take care of the fact that some patients have heart conditions and they have walking conditions and they have many things that they do not disclose. And when they get to the destination, they have a bad time and then they start crying the blues because they're not being covered or they're not being helped properly. So people need to actually confirm whatever it is, whether it's from a dietary dish, dietary vegetarian, whatever, they need to be upfront with the travel agent so that we, in turn, can give them everything that they need. Okay? So read the policy. The other one is that if they don't use the policy on a claim, can they get money back? No.
That's not how insurance works.
No. I mean, you're actually buying insurance hoping that nothing happens, to be honest, you know. But if it does, it's there, and you paid for that. I mean, no, there's no money back. One question that comes about all of the time, and this is from travel agents, surprising. They want for us in the wholesale business to disclaim everything, to disclose everything. You know, when we sell a package, let me make it very clear. It's the same thing as when you buy a hamburger. Okay, you don't go to McDonald's and ask the price of the pickle or the price of the lettuce or the price of the meat. When you buy a car, you don't ask for the price of the knobs. You buy the car whole. We sell packages as a whole. So in some cases, our profit is very skinny. Sometimes it's just marginal, you know, but it's okay. But don't think that we're making millions from what we purchase. The main thing you need to actually understand is that when you give a list of what you want and a budget, and we meet your budget, we excel in the services that we give you, and everything is included in that package, and it comes out maybe a couple of bucks less, you know, you buy it. That's it. I mean, we're including everything that you want. Do yourself a favor too. Don't go after the fact that you pay and continue shopping. Have you ever heard of that?
People who buy a package but then continue to shop,
Yeah, they
and then come back to you and be
continue
like,
to try to. Well, you know, why is it $1,300 when you know, this place can give it to me for $1,250, you know, or $1,200? Well, different hotels, different things, many different things. I mean, like, we don't itemize price wise, like, you know, this is $2 or $3 or $100, but we itemize exactly what's in the package. So if all the transfers are there, if all the rooms are there, if all the meals are there, everything is disclosed, the rental car and insurance and everything. What else is there to talk about? I mean, do you see any point in?
yeah, it's, well, yeah, I mean, it's tough. Yeah, I mean, like you said, you can't itemize everything because, you know, things are in flux at all different times. And, you know, sometimes there's, you know, economies of scale involved. And yeah, once you make the decision that you're going to, you know, go on this trip, buy this package, then, you know, look forward to the package, you know, start planning your trip rather than like, you know, calling around and seeing if you can get a better deal. I mean, is that $50 going to, you know,
Yeah,
break the bank for you.
yeah. I mean, you know, I actually have gotten calls from the destination about people that go to a hotel and they see, they're checking in and they see a sign that says rooms $50, okay? And they know that I charge them $75. They call me. Oh, hey, you know, you owe me $25. What they don't read is what's below that, and that's price for nationals. They never put price for international visitors. It's for nationals. And there's a reason for it. A lot of these countries are poor countries. People don't make the same kind of money that we do here. So they also deserve a break about visiting the destinations and the hotels. So they get a little bit of a different price.
Yeah, international travel is, a big part of some of these countries' GDP.
Yeah.
And so, of course, you're going to pay more if you go to an out-of-state college, you're going to pay more, that out-of-state college than an in-state college.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing is that my suggestion is concentrate on the fact that you have a beautiful destination, you have a fantastic package loaded with all the amenities that you wanted. Look forward to enjoying that 100% instead of nitpicking for $100. It doesn't make sense. Because you turn right around and you pay $200 in beers when you're in an all-inclusive anyway. So anyway, so that's what it's all about. And so when you buy a package, just realize that that's what it is. It's a package that includes everything that you wanted, everything that your agent asked for, and what you ask of your agent. Okay? Again, don't forget to disclose if you have any medical issues of any kind, from dietary to health issues to lung situations to if you're a heavy smoker, let us know. Because, I mean, there's something that we can do to help you.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
Well, I mean, you're just right there. No. Seriously. Disclose yourself. Disclose what you need. We'll help you. We're there for you. We'll be right back.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-349-6855. 800-349-6855. 800-349-6855. That's 800-349-6855.
Hi, this is Fred Dwyer talking about my favorite Italian restaurant, Angelo's and Vinci's at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in downtown Fullerton. A fantastic place to eat. Come inside and dine in our Italian town square, complete with a 10-foot Christmas tree. That's right, 10 feet. Enjoy our food made from secret family recipes. Pasta, chicken, seafood, salads, and our delicious pizza. Incredible desserts, including my favorite, the tiramisu, flown directly in from Italy. Feel the spirit at Angelo and Vinci's, 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022 or visit angelosandvincis.com. That's angelosandvincis.com.
Enjoy Tiki Live, the best cable alternative choice today, with hundreds of premium live TV programming, including ESPN, CNN, Fox News, Disney, AMC, Bravo, XF, OWN, and CRN Talk. Plus, no contracts and low month-to-month service. Tiki Live, servicing North America, including the Caribbean. To get started, visit TikiLive.com to order hundreds of channels, including CRN Talk, at a fraction of what you're paying today. Visit TikiLive.com. That's TikiLive.com.
Hi, I'm Dennis Bono. Join me every Saturday at 6 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. for the Dennis Bono Show live from the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. Enjoy this fun-filled hour with my celebrity friends as they perform, visit, and have lots of fun with me in front of a live audience in the showroom at the South Point Hotel. Please join me Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific, Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, right here on CRN Radio and CRNTalk.com.
Right, welcome back to the scene. It appears to me that many people are having confusion as to going back to work at the office. There seems to be the topic of conversation that I've been getting a lot lately. And I really don't quite understand why people are making it so difficult. I mean, yeah, that's fine. For the last couple of years, people have gotten used to being at home, and now working at an office seems like such a foreign situation. Many or most of the people started at an office and came home, and they found it strange coming home to work. Now people, there's a lot of office space being wasted out there. And the fact is that many of the people that I have spoken to from the boss side, from the management side, claim that the quality of the work is not the same. Have you heard that?
It's not. It's 100% not the same quality. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is that there has been also, I think, in my opinion, a deterioration on the family unit type of thing, because you're there's hardly any more topic of conversation because you're there when everything is happening to the people from work.
Yeah, like when you get home, it's like, how's your day, honey? It's like, well, we were both here at the same time all day, so we know.
We're in the same office. You heard the conversation. You heard the fight,
Why you bring that up?
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I think that by most people, there's a relaxation of the working culture where working in pajama bottoms or slippers is the same as whatever, working in an office avoids all of that. I mean, I'm a firm believer that you need to prepare yourself in the morning, bathe, get fresh, go to work. In the evening you come home, you see different things along the road, and you come back and you have refresh your mind. Now you come home to relax and chill.
Yeah, I think human beings need a sense of routine. There's routine in the animal kingdom, and there's routine, I think, for human beings as well. And also, I think there's a lot of resentment from people who can't work remote, just based on their job title or their job duties. They just can't work remote. It's impossible. Right. And then there's, I think, resentment towards those who can work from home.
Yeah.
Also, this is, I think, a big issue too, is that, so you have someone working from home and you have people who are working in the office. And then let's say you do like a daily or every other day conference call with the remote workers. Because the remote workers aren't around the rest of the workers knowing what's going on that particular day, that conference call becomes all about the remote workers and not about the actual tasks at hand as a whole team.
Yeah.
And so when you're like the only person at home working and you're just completely focused in on your job and you're not concerned or even cognizant about other people who are in the office doing their tasks, you're just like, oh, well, I did this and 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 this. I need feedback on this, this and this. And I'm like, well, this isn't a meeting. This isn't like a Jennifer meeting. I'm just using that name as a placeholder. I'm not talking about anybody here.
Yeah.
This becomes a Jennifer meeting rather than like the company as a whole meeting.
Right.
So
Yeah, the structure of the team concept disintegrates, and I think that in reality, that's the idea of actually making and building a nice work environment, is that fact that you have that communication all the time. You get to know personally what other people have to say about issues.
it could also lead to some dishonesty. I know a lot of people out there, when they're working remotely, if they're not salaried workers, they're hourly workers, and they'll just put in for the hours they worked from home based on the honor system.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of theft and fraud going on with that right now.
There's a lot of TV watching, and there's a lot of personal phone calls.
I see what you're posting on Instagram while you're supposed to be like quote unquote on the clock. Like, be smart about it if you are going to cheat.
Yeah. Anyway, no. I personally think that there's a need for a break where you go to work, go to the office. I mean, let's put it this way: a 20-minute drive is not going to kill anybody.
Exactly, and think about all the business owners who are paying, thousands of dollars a month for the lease of the office. How do they think they feel about it?
Yeah, people need to be a little bit more responsive to the needs of the company too. So yeah. Okay, we'll be right back, and then the table.
No more mold, no more damage, no more outdated old bathroom, no more slipping and hurting, no more stress. Make your ordinary bathroom extraordinary for only $99 per month. New shower, new door, new tub, new wall, new anti-slip technology. Be stress-free. Call 800-973-5411. BCI Bath and Shower is made in America for the highest quality. Ask about our military and senior discounts. Your dream bathroom in as little as 1 day. First 50 callers save $1,500 on a never clear glass treated door. Call now for free premium color upgrades. 800-973-5411. Call BCI Bath and Shower, the leader in bathroom remodeling. Be smart, safe, and stay a step ahead of inflation with our interest-free financing options. Call 800-973-5411. Love your bathroom with free upgrades. Call 800-973-5411. 800-973-5411.
Do you have Medicare and do you use a CPAP machine? This is a national healthcare alert regarding your CPAP supplies. Using a clean CPAP mask and clean supplies is important to staying healthy. The best way to make sure your CPAP equipment is clean is to get new supplies. If you have Medicare, we have great news. Medicare will pay for you to have new clean supplies every 90 days. We'll even do all the paperwork for you to make sure that there's little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. And you don't even have to leave your home. We provide free in-home delivery. So if you're a CPAP user and you have Medicare, staying healthy with new CPAP equipment is easy. Just make this free phone call right now to get started.
Sponsored by Specialty Medical. 800-846-2153. 800-846-2153. 800-846-2153. That's 800-846-2153.
Hi, this is Fred Dwyer talking about my favorite Italian restaurant, Angelo's and Vinci's at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in downtown Fullerton. A fantastic place to eat. Come inside and dine in our Italian town square, complete with a 10-foot Christmas tree. That's right, 10 feet. Enjoy our food made from secret family recipes. Pasta, chicken, seafood, salads, and our delicious pizza. Incredible desserts, including my favorite, the tiramisu, flown directly in from Italy. Feel the spirit at Angelo and Vinci's, 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022 or visit angelosandvincis.com. That's angelosandvincis.com.
Enjoy Tiki Live, the best cable alternative choice today, with hundreds of premium live TV programming, including ESPN, CNN, Fox News, Disney, AMC, Bravo, XF, OWN, and CRN Talk. Plus, no contracts and low month-to-month service. Tiki Live, servicing North America, including the Caribbean. To get started, visit TikiLive.com to order hundreds of channels, including CRN Talk, at a fraction of what you're paying today. Visit TikiLive.com. That's TikiLive.com.
Now you can get generic Viagra shipped to your door for about $2 a pill. Get the same impact for less. Call Steelman Pills now and get the same blue pill for about $2 a pill. Call now for the 50 pill special and save even more. Plus, get a free bonus.
800-605-1683. 800-605-1683. 800-605-1683. That's 800-605-1683.
All right, welcome back to the House of Great Entertainment, the mighty CRN. The table. Today we're going to run a little entertaining here about our challenge. Mike and I had a challenge about making a pasta dish. And I made crab and spinach stuffed manicotti. Manicotti being the little tubes, okay? And man, too bad my arthritis is acting up. Otherwise, I would pat myself in the back. It actually came out great. I was a little messy in filling the manicottis because that's how I work. But it was fun. It was I mean I really enjoyed that part. Once I got the hang of it, it was really great. I used canned crab, real crab, the fine shredded one and the lump, and also the imitation crab, because that crab gives it a little bit more of a sweet flavor and a little bit more of a bite, okay? So I used both. I made a big batch of it. It has to have spinach, and I used fresh spinach. There you go. What I did is I chopped it because, that's right from the bag. And I left the stems and everything because that gives it a lot of flavor, but I chopped it, So what I did is I put a skillet with a little bit of olive oil and then some butter, okay? I'm not too good at giving measures. I just kind of go like by what I feel might be right. I want it nice and liquidy. I don't use onions or garlic because of medical reasons, allergies and whatnot. But I use a lot of shallots, which are really, really great. The combination of both. So and what I do is I blend them. I have the little blender and I just make them like liquid, which is really good. You don't see them, but it gives you all the flavor. So I put the spinach, the butter, and then I added just a tiny little bit of, on this one, I just little salt and white pepper. Came out, put it aside. Then I added I added the crab. There you can see the photograph for those of you who are looking at this. I added the crab and the spinach and made a concoction there. What do you call it? Like a mixture.
So right there, what we're seeing on the screen is the spinach, the butter, and the crab. Is there any cheese in there already?
There's a little bit of Parmesan.
Parmesan, okay.
Parmesan. And then also, this photo, I went a little bit ahead of the game because you have to make like a sauce.
Yeah.
The milk and whatnot. So that has a little bit of the
like a bechamel sauce kind of thing.
Like bechamel, yeah. So then I just let it sit there to kind of marry itself, give it a little taste, add a little bit of salt if necessary. Not too much, though. Then in the meantime, I was cooking the manicotis. The manicotis, they cook very fast, and you need to cool them really quick. Otherwise, they collapse and they stick to each other. So
And you cook the manicotti like al dente because it's going to go in the oven anyway. So
yeah,
you don't
they're going to go in the oven.
yeah.
So yeah. No, I didn't want them to collapse. So so you
So
test
you got to
them.
be very, very careful, and you got to sit there and watch that manicotti in the boiling water because you don't want to get it too
Don't
overdone.
add salt to the boiling water.
Yeah.
Because that actually makes them
Shrivel up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stick. So anyway, once I was done with the manicotti and they were cold enough and the whole thing, I drizzled a little bit of olive oil and kind of mixed it up in there so they don't stick to each other. And then I made the bechamel, which is again more butter, flour, milk, not heavy cream or anything, just regular milk. So it makes it a little bit lighter. And on this one, you have to be real careful. I think I added, on my first batch, I added a little bit too much flour, and it became like really gummy, really hard.
Yeah, when you're making a bechamel, you're making a roux, and so you're cooking flour with some sort of fat, oil, or butter, or whatnot.
I use butter. I I put a little bit of olive oil and everything, So anyway, so then the more Parmesan cheese, and it came out like really, really nice. Little bit of pepper. That's about it. And then I stuffed the manicotis.
How did you stuff them? Did you do it with a spoon? Do you have like a
No,
piper?
Originally, somebody said, use a plastic bag and cut the end of it.
Yeah.
And forget it. It doesn't work. No. What I did is my daughter likes to bake, and I found out that she had the pastry bag.
Yeah, pastry.
And those have a really long spout.
Yeah.
Just cut a little bit of it and one on one side, the other side, on both sides. And they fill up really nice. And then I lined them up like that. And
So
then
you took some of the filling, you filled the manicotti, and then you also put some of the topping on top as well, based on this photo.
the bechamel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I covered it up. And then at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. And then that's it. And manja. I tell you, I had some people come over to try it out, and there were none left.
Yeah.
I made actually 2 batches of that. Gone. And there was only 5 of us. So, yeah.
Did you pair it with a wine, with a red or a white?
What I did is I paired it with Chardonnay, but also in order to give it a little bit more body at the bite, I grilled zucchinis.
Oh, smart. Nice.
I did zucchinis with just like pepper, little salt, little beef powder.
Bouillon. Okay.
And grill them. Just, they came out really good. A little bit of bite of the manicotti, a little bit of this, a little bit of Chardonnay. Heaven. Now we're going to get surprised with the Michael dish.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can top that one. It's going to be tough to top.
We'll be right back.
Do you have Medicare and do you use a CPAP machine? This is a national healthcare alert regarding your CPAP supplies. Using a clean CPAP mask and clean supplies is important to staying healthy. The best way to make sure your CPAP equipment is clean is to get new supplies. If you have Medicare, we have great news. Medicare will pay for you to have new clean supplies every 90 days. We'll even do all the paperwork for you to make sure that there's little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. And you don't even have to leave your home. We provide free in-home delivery. So if you're a CPAP user and you have Medicare, staying healthy with new CPAP equipment is easy. Just make this free phone call right now to get started.
Sponsored by Specialty Medical. 800-846-2153. 800-846-2153. 800-846-2153. That's 800-846-2153.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 800-785-9618. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-785-9618 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 800-785-9618 right now to schedule your tax-deductible vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-785-9618 now.
All right, and now, bing. Michael, your dish.
Okay, so this is a dish that I've been making for several years at this point. This is my bachelor spaghetti and meatballs in like a pink sauce. And so I'm gonna bring up right now. On the screen, you're gonna see on the left-hand side. This is everything that went into it right here. Everything that went into it. And yes, don't at me that I'm using jarred marinara sauce. Like I said, it's bachelor pasta.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's fine, you know, it's bitching. There's nothing wrong with that.
So if you can see these Cardano meatballs, these are the best meatballs because I have a weird thing where I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of like Italian soft and hard cheeses. And these particular meatballs don't have any Parmesan on the inside because I don't like Parmesan. And also I noticed when you do meatballs that do have cheese in it, the sauce can be kind of gummy and watery. So first thing you want to do here is you want to fry your meatballs on all sides. You don't actually need to cook them through because they'll cook more later on, but you just don't want to get that kind of color on it and render some of that fat. And then what you want to do is you're going to do your meatballs and then you're going to pull your meatballs out. And then you're going to I added some shallot and some garlic here. And like you said about shallot, it's the best. If you want to know what makes restaurant food taste like restaurant food, it's a lot of butter and it's shallots. That's the two kind of secrets in restaurants. Then I added my mushrooms to that. And you really want to get your mushrooms, you want to do them for a long time because you want to extract as much of the liquid from the mushrooms as well, because that liquid's actually going to be a key component in your sauce. And so you do the mushrooms for almost about 25 minutes at a low heat. And then you want to put your meatballs back in the pan. And you can see here how much the mushrooms have cooked down. You add the meatballs back to the pan, and then you want to maybe get that under high heat for just about a minute or two. And then you want to add your garlic. I added the shallots first, and I do the garlic the last thing I add to the pan.
Yeah, because the garlic burns really fast.
Exactly. And I think that's a common mistake a lot of people make is that they put the garlic in first, and then afterwards you're going to get some bitter garlic in your dish after that. So as you can see, you got a nice little fond going on there. The mushrooms look good. The meatballs have a good color to it. And then what you want to do is you can see on the left-hand side, I put in half a bottle of dry white wine. And going back to my ingredients here too, and folks, just to let you know how easy and how cost-effective this can be. All these ingredients here on the left side of the screen, this is all less than $20. Yeah, it was about $19. Everything except for the wine. The wine fell off the back of a truck because the horns thing with the wine. But it wasn't a very expensive bottle of wine by no means at all. But all that, what you're seeing right there, it was like $19.19 at Pavilions. And so once you get your sauce ready, you got your sauce. Then you really want to cook that sauce down. You want to just leave it on a very low heat. You can see on the left-hand side, that's right after I added the wine to deglaze that pan. And then you can see on the right-hand side, that's how much it cooked down after about 45 minutes. So once you get that, you really want to see that dark red in the cooked down version. You want to see it bubbling. You want to see very, very dark velvety red, and you want to be able to cover the back of the spoon. After that, you add your half and half. You can use milk if you want. You can use heavy cream if you really want to go crazy.
That looks good.
And then you add your half and half, and you let that go. You don't want to do that too long, but we at least want to give it about 15 minutes at a very low simmer with the cream added to the sauce. Most important step, though, and this is what I think a lot of home chefs don't do, is you want to add your pasta to the pan and let it cook in there for about 5 minutes. So like you did with your manicotti, like I cooked this is linguine because they didn't have fettuccine that day at the supermarket. You want to cook that al dente and then finish it in the sauce. And read that you really got to get. And I was actually trying to be a little bit more health conscious with this recipe. If you really want to go all out with this recipe, substitute the heavy cream or the half and half. But also at this point, when you add your al dente pasta to the sauce itself, put in like a half a stick of butter. That'll really, you want restaurant quality Italian food. That's what restaurant quality Italian food is. They always finish their pasta in butter. And then last but not least, I have the finished product here, which is on the plate. It came out okay. It could have used, there's a couple things that I missed. I didn't use the butter, like I said, which will give it a little bit more of a richness. I could have used a little bit more salt, but I'm trying to watch my salt intake. And one thing I did forget when I bought it when I was at the market is I forgot to get the green onions to chop up and put afterwards as a garnish. But that right there is my bachelor style spaghetti and meatballs with mushroom and a pink sauce.
Did you ever use some of the pasta water into the sauce?
I do sometimes when the sauce is cooks down too fast. But I added, like I said, as a half a bottle of white wine. You want to use a dry white wine. Okay. And because when you cook that down, the alcohol of course cooks off, but you're gonna want to get like the vinegar and the citrus taste of that wine cooked down. If I'm using a red wine, I'd use half the amount of red wine, and then I'd either use chicken stock, unsalted chicken stock, or I'd use the pasta water to get that more liquid in the sauce and then cook that down.
I have found that when I add pasta water to any dish that I'm cooking, I mean, I don't know, there's a binding quality there that makes it really
the
nice.
starches that come off of the pasta during the cook, that'll actually thicken your sauce as well.
Yeah. Man, you made it kind of tough there.
Well, I mean, you were talking about you're doing filled pasta. I mean, filled pasta is advanced. I mean, this is just intermediate level right here. So, but on all that, I mean, all that ingredients, and like, so I made half a batch, and that I ended up only be able to eat half of that. And so all those ingredients, it was like $19.19 in the supermarket, would easily feed a family of 4 with leftovers.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. I spent probably about the same kind of money. The crab was a little bit more expensive, the can, so maybe $25. So it's not that bad when you do cooking for yourself. It's fun. We'll be right back.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212.
When you really want Italian food, you have got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Today, it seems so hard to enjoy just a little bit of easy. So much of life seems to get in the way. But fear not, seekers of fabulous food and fun and thrill. Columbo's is Southern California's answer to Easy Street. Great grub with some of the finest steaks, the freshest fish awaiting for you to devour. Did I mention Columbo's family Italian recipes? Columbo's spaghetti bolognese, their chicken pesto ravioli, magnifico, and of course, the world's greatest meatballs. I can go on. But why go on when you can go on over to Columbo's and experience delicious and easy for yourself? Columbo's, of course, that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, mangia bene.
All right. Tough competition, Michael. I think it's a tie, in my opinion. What do you think?
I think with the degree of difficulty, you edged me out a little bit, because that's something that I probably wouldn't try. I wouldn't try to do the stuffed pasta. It's a little beyond my skill set.
Well, I'll take it.
Well, while we're here at Food Corner, just real fast, I want to give a special shout out to a restaurant that I visited, and that, I'm not getting paid for this. I didn't give me anything for free, but I want to say Ray's Barbecue in Huntington Park. It's just south of downtown Los Angeles in a very industrialized neighborhood. It's a Salvadorian neighborhood, but there's a Salvadorian family down there that does Texas-style brisket.
Oh, wow.
Ray himself tragically passed away in 2022, and his two young sons, who were like in their early 20s, took over the store. And I went there on Friday for the first time, and it's one of those places that's only open from like 10 to 3 every day. There's always a line. But it was just tremendous. It was probably some of the best brisket I've ever had. And so if you're ever down in Huntington Park, check out Ray's Barbecue.
Wade Barbecue. There you go. We have it. It's necessary to have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with these contests and things. I mean, sometimes they get a little bit too stale, but let me leave you with this. A Connecticut congressperson by the name of Rosa DeLauro is asking Congress for funding for the manufacturing of female crash dummies, because she feels that there's not enough equality in car safety testing. So if they have the money to splurge on silly things, why shouldn't you have a little bit to enjoy yourself to the max? Have you heard that, Mike?
I did see that story. Yeah, I was wondering about that, because I know that the National Transportation Safety Association, they use different size dummies. I guess they weren't gendered though. But yeah.
Well, I mean, if one of the dummies complained because his peanuts broke, I mean, I can understand it. But you know what? Nah.
It reminds me of those crash test dummy commercials they used to have back in the 90s. Those were good commercials.
Yeah, they were really good. They were really great.
Bring those back. Don't be a dummy. Click it.
Yeah. But anyway, no. Listen, life is too complicated. If somebody takes it a little bit too serious on all the issues, the best way to do it is just to chill, relax, get educated on the news. Whatever you feel is fine, celebrate it. Whatever you think is wrong, ignore it. Life is too short to be complicated. So just have fun. Join us at CRN and Lifestyle Buzz. That's your key to success right there.
So what do you think the next challenge should be?
Well, we've done meat. We've done pasta. What do we have left? Fish. We have chicken.
Chicken, yeah. Fish, chicken. Maybe the, best burger. Pizza. I've been my pizza making game's pretty strong right now.
Okay.
Also, I just want to note, and I got an air fryer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've used an air fryer, Orlando, but the air fryer has changed my life.
Really?
With the ability to cook restaurant quality French fries with the push of a button on demand.
You know what? I mean, we have one. We were given one. I mean, it's a monster of a thing. Got really complete. I don't know how to use it, but I learned.
Go on YouTube. The YouTube is the best place to find air fryer.
Okay, so what is your suggestion?
Well, I mean,
you want to mull it over and
well, let's mull it over. Let's let the audience weigh in on there. So maybe they can reach out to you on social media, on email, and throw some suggestions.
Suggestions, yeah. Okay. Well, with that in mind, I guess all the fun is over. Time to go to home. God bless. See you next week.